How's it going, everybody? Woohoo! Zeno in the cut.
Maybe I should have started.
What's going on? I'm back. We're back, actually, for another weekly episode of the Footy Culture podcast. And guys, we're going to get right into it. You know, we were at a youth tournament this weekend. Great times, you know, the football here in Vaughan, Ontario. It's budding, you know, so much talent, so many great ballers. It was a great tournament. Shout out FTF, Canada. Those are our guys. But, you know, with that said, there's a lot of things you notice. And one thing I particularly noticed were kit numbers. And, you know, kit numbers and maybe positions that didn't look right. That if you saw this at the highest level, you'd be like, what? So that begs me to ask the question, what is the most ridiculous shirt number that a defender could wear? That it would just make no sense. And you'd be like, what?
The number 9. We've seen it how many times? Just yesterday. We saw it like 3 or 4 times.
Quite a few times. A lot of
girls,
fullbacks.
A lot of girls wear the number 9. Center back, fullbacks. Yeah. I don't know why, but they love to wear the number 9 as a defender. It's weird.
Yeah, I think I seen a number 10 in there too the other day. But the thing with like those showcases, I don't know if like the players choose their jersey number. Because you had like random numbers. I remember like on Friday, we saw like a bunch of like 60s in there.
Yeah,
50s as well too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if they choose their numbers, but I think the wildest one I saw was 10 at the back. I think CB. Then even wilder, I saw a goalie number 9. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Other side of the field, bro.
Yeah, you know, I think wearing, you know, a number 9 in the defensive line is almost disrespectful to the beautiful game. It's like that number is for strikers. It's the number 9. R9. R9 made the number 9 popular.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Duh.
Who did then?
I don't know, but I'm sure.
Okay, how you gonna say nah? And say, oh, I don't know.
It's got to be someone else.
Okay, but name a player that was wearing 9 before R9.
Van Basten?
Was he?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Did he make the 9 popular though?
MVP 9, right?
Maybe it was. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, go continue.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say no. It's definitely R9.
Yeah. Well, you were about to say something before I cut you off.
Well, I know from my experience as a youth player, you know, it used to be just whatever size fit you. Like they would have numbers already designated for sizes. So if you're a small, like here, there's like this is this number for smalls, and then mediums has these numbers, and large has these numbers.
Oh yeah, now that you mention that, yeah, I remember
So
that.
it's like sometimes it's like that.
Yeah, the smaller numbers would be like 2 to like something, and like
Yeah.
the larger numbers would be like after like 19 or like 14 or something like that.
Never. Everywhere I played, Vaughan, Woodbridge, Kleinberg, all asked like you would get whatever number you wanted, unless it was taken, obviously, and then they would order the size that you wanted.
I don't know. I think
Always.
some places where I was in Vaughan, it was just whatever size were in that number.
Maybe just join late, because they
Maybe
do get extras after.
Maybe.
What number were you?
Well, I started off as number 6
Jeez.
as a striker.
As a striker.
What
eh?
the?
That's kind of
That's a
weird.
bit disrespectful.
You're part of the problem, man.
Number 6 as a striker, and then.
But you asked for it.
Yeah, number 6 was my favorite number back in the day.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It's a cool number, to be fair.
Yeah, I just liked it. And then I moved to 10. And then one year I couldn't get 10, so I went to 9. And 6 was taken too, so I went to 9. And then since then, I've just been 10.
Hey, turn the 6 upside down to 9 now,
Yeah,
right?
there you
Yeah.
go.
Okay, but youth football can be brazy. I'm talking about like translating to the highest level. If you see your center back wearing number 7, you might have a problem with it, no?
I feel like I had more of a problem with number 9. Number 7, like whatever. I could accept number 7, to be honest.
A center back number 7.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, we see a left back with number 7. Your boy, Purvis.
Oh yeah,
to-
better be stupid.
Yeah, but I guess that kind of makes sense, right? Because like 7's like almost like a winger number. Like he probably played wing and then got shifted back to fullback. Like that, I kind of get.
Some of the weirdest. When you said that question, the first player that came to mind is Kante 7.
Yeah.
That's the first player that came to mind. That makes no sense to me.
That was an interesting one too.
But it
That's
worked.
so. Huh?
It worked.
No, it didn't.
My
Did not
opinion
work.
worked.
It
Just
did
'cause he
not
was
work.
elite.
No.
Yeah. If you're going to wear that number in that position, you got to be elite.
But I also think that some players are known for numbers, right? Like, you know, Zidane, he's known for that 5. Our 9, tier 7. when you think of Conte, you don't think of 7, bro. Like, I feel like if he had another number, then maybe you can kind of like put him with a number like Conte 5 or Conte 4.
Nah.
But a 7 is crazy. He's not techie. He's not fast. He's the complete
bad.
opposite.
He's pretty quick.
He's agile, not quick.
Conte was fast. In his prime, he was fast. Yes, he was. In his prime, he was fast.
Like he wasn't.
he's a
Quick, he wasn't
complete
quick.
difference.
He wasn't quick with the ball. Like he wasn't
Yeah.
like a runner with the ball, but he could like track you down.
He's the complete opposite of a 7.
No, 100%.
He kind of puts a disgrace in the number.
I don't think it's a disgrace of the number. To be fair,
Yeah, that was a crazy.
I feel like 7's like a pretty universal number. I feel like 7.
What?
I feel like 7's a number you can wear like in a few different positions.
So it's
No!
so you're saying that's the safest number you could pick in terms of position you
no,
play?
I feel like safest number is probably like
8.
of a traditional, like I'm saying like traditional, like 1 through 11. Like safest number is probably like, yeah, like probably like 7, 8.
No,
Probably
man.
eight.
I think
What is
6 or 8 like is probably the safest number.
Yeah.
In terms of
Seven's
any
pretty safe
position,
too, I think.
7?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't
No,
seven's
bro.
pretty safe.
When you
I
think
think
of
7,
7,
I
you
think
think of
winger.
wingers. You think
7
of
or
attacker.
11 wingers, bro.
Come on, man.
Nah, not necessarily.
Yeah.
The only mids I know that were 7 are Conte and Eustachio.
Yeah, and there you go.
Not that's it.
There you
Short
go.
list.
I'm sure there's plenty more.
Can you name any?
Not off the top of my head. I don't
Exactly.
know. I don't know numbers like that. Though.
But that raises a very important debate to me. Because, football Twitter is full of imbeciles, I think.
Jeez.
Imbeciles. And I'm going to tell you why. Acronyms for footballers. I would say there's only 2 that are allowed in football history. CR7 and R9. Anything else is just you're doing too much. Like I'm hearing PF47. Like
Oh my
you
God.
can't be doing that. I think it only works for CR7 and R9. No one else has a moniker like
What
that.
about PEA7?
Who?
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang 7?
Nah.
I don't hate that.
Doing too much.
I don't
Doing
hate
too
that.
much.
What about R10?
Nah.
I think
Nah?
LM10.
Yeah, what about LM10?
No, I was just say LM10 does not sound good.
I think,
No, it doesn't.
LM10
Wait.
kind of hits.
Hold on, what about NJR11?
Nah.
Nah.
Honestly, nah.
Nah, come on.
No. Like it. Plus, it rolls off the tongue so good with those two. CR7, R9. Anything else is like you're doing too much. You're boosting it.
You know what else kind of rolls off the tongue like pretty well? Like, and you guys are gonna hate me for this one, dude. JB5.
Nah.
JB5, baby.
Jerome Boateng?
Jude Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham 5.
Who?
Jude Bellingham 5. JB5.
Nah, bro.
I think, to be honest, I know this is going to sound completely outlandish. I think JB5 is going to be the next acronym that hits.
Yeah?
Because they're already doing the most with him. They're already giving him a signature boot. He's got a signature brand already. They're going to start having clothes with like JB5 on it. 100%, bro.
Has anyone called him that?
100%.
Or are you starting
I'm
this?
starting it right now. I'm an early adopter to the trend.
But you know why? Nah.
It's going to be the marketing and the branding that's going to push it.
He would have to be wearing 5 on England.
He will.
Nah.
He will one day.
He's their
Man.
10.
I think
no.
JB5 can still stick.
Like I'm hearing TAA 66.
Nah,
Like,
that hits, bro.
Like, no.
That hits.
That's too many. I
That
think.
no,
hits.
like you.
That's
no,
too long of an acronym.
You can't give an acronym to every footballer.
What about-
very few deserve it? It's a select company.
What about LY19?
who?
Lamine Yamal 19,
Nah,
bro.
you're doing too much.
You won't be 19 forever.
And not to get it mistaken, I'm not saying like these are bad players, but an acronym is for like it has to one roll off the tongue and two like that's exclusive.
That's elite. That's for the elite of the elite.
Nah, but R10's up there.
That one
That was like
I may accept.
That's like A
Have
tier.
to
That's like
accept
A
that.
tier.
I
That's
don't
A
like.
tier.
I don't like the way R10 sounds though.
Yeah, that's what it's A tier, but S
Yeah.
tiers is only
What about
two.
in Portuguese? Eddie Dez.
But we're not Portuguese.
Okay.
It works.
No,
though.
again, universal. CR7, R9, TAA sounds like some freaking tax code or
R9
something.
and R10 like it's like the same thing. You can't.
Yeah,
you
that's
can't.
why.
plus
you
it's
can't
also
do R10.
plus it's also like you hear CR7 and you hear R9 right away.
Yeah.
You know who's being referred to. Like it's not even a doubt. Right
R10.
away.
Who else?
I-
Rivaldo?
okay, no, hey, if you maybe ask the youths, they won't know R10 is Ronaldinho.
Yeah, that's true. I think Jay might have a point there. Low key.
Like LM10, sure. Obviously it's Messi, but like no one's calling him that.
Yeah,
no one
yeah.
calls him LM10. Nah.
Yes.
I was just M10.
That's Ozil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
true.
Ozil had
Oh,
it too.
true.
But Ozil had that brand too, bro. Just like
And
Bellingham, he's gonna get that kind of
Oh.
branding. But I'll ask one question here: who do you guys think is gonna be the next player that has an acronym that sticks? That's like a valid acronym.
That's hard.
Player that's playing now who just has the aura, has the vibe, has the pull to be worthy of an acronym.
How about M9?
Mbappe?
How about FG4?
KM, no?
Ooh.
Oh God.
FG4.
Ooh. Who's that?
You know.
Oh, I know exactly who it is, and brother. Oh, brother.
Who are you talking about?
Federico Gatti 4.
Oh, my
You're telling me that doesn't roll off the tongue? FG4? Like, that sounds nice.
FG4
Nah,
sounds
man.
crazy, bro.
Nah,
But do you
like-
think there's a player playing right now that can earn acronym status?
I think Yamal, bro.
It's a very unique thing to be able to
It
achieve.
might be Yamal.
It won't be 19. though.
LY just doesn't sound roll off the tongue. CR.
Yeah, LY
nine.
together doesn't.
LY.
Yeah, but you gotta hear it enough times, you know?
Nah, CR, bro. It just rolls off, bro.
Bro, once you hear like Twitter, like the media talking about it, then it's gonna get stuck
Nah,
in your
they're
head.
call it, even
Yeah, but that also takes too long to say.
Does it?
even then, when you think of Lamine Yamal, what do you say first? You don't. I say Lamine. I call him Lamine. I don't know if people call him Yamal.
I don't think
say
you call him
Lamine.
Lamine. I think you call him Lamine Yamal, like the whole
Mm-hmm.
name.
No, I usually just
I've
say
never heard you
Lamine.
use Lamine.
I always say Lamine.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you don't really do that, to be fair.
You go Lamine Yamal. That's what you say.
But who's another player like where you have to say like their full kind of name, like Lamine Yamal, like Luis Enrique, like who's someone that
Luis Enrique.
you have to say both
Crazy
parts of their
show.
name?
Bear player.
Yeah, there's a
Adam Wharton, like
Oh, but you could just say Warden.
No, like who's I guess better question. What's the first player that comes to your mind? Like what's the most known like player that?
What, they
Is that-
say their whole name?
Yeah.
Gigi Buffon.
No, but people just call him Buffon.
Yeah.
Do people call Luis
I
Enrique
call him Gigi
Enrique?
Buffon.
People
Okay,
don't call Luis
sure.
Enrique.
oh,
Or Luis.
Okay, no one calls Trent just Arnold.
Yeah, true.
They usually call him the full name or just Trent.
Yeah, it's true.
But also, and I mean, any player with the name Adams, like that could be anyone.
Che Adams.
Charlie,
Yeah.
That's true.
like.
That is a lot.
Yes.
But no one's touching an acronym like that.
No one's
Not
worthy
that
of the
I can think
acronym right now.
Nah,
Not
Can't
that
think of any?
nah,
could
I
come
can't
up?
think of any because it'd be speaking to me right now, and it's not.
Like EH9.
I was thinking of Haaland now.
Like it kind of, it's not bad, but like it's 9 again.
EH.
If it was EA, like, cause like that's already a thing.
That's what I hear. I hear EA Sports.
EH9.
Yeah,
H9.
it's tough because I feel like you do really need like it just needs to work overall. Like R9 worked so well because it's quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's one letter, one number, and it just worked so well.
Yeah, and it's all yeah. The number has to be one syllable,
Yeah,
and the letter has to be one syllable.
one
unless
or
it's-
two,
yeah.
one or two.
But the
if it
number
works
has
well.
to be one
Has to be
syllable.
Yes.
one. Like I don't think you can have like. I don't think you can have like a 10 is tricky, but the 10 works I think with R10 because it's a single.
It's one
letter,
syllable. Yeah.
right? But I think like if it's gonna be like a new one, it's gonna have to be like a 1 through 9. You know,
I feel
so
like
probably
the
like a 9 or a 7.
only one that works with me is like Trent has 66.
That doesn't work at
66.
all.
But like an odd number like 74 or
You know what's
something
kinda
like that,
nice,
47.
VV3.
Who's VV3?
Virgil van Dijk 3.
Isn't
VVD.
that DVD?
Yeah, swear
That's
he does-
VVD.
Yeah, but you put VV3.
I
Nah,
swear, I swear he
so
doesn't
just
even wear
Virgil
number,
Van?
I swear he's even wear number 3.
He does.
He's number 4, bro.
Oh, shit. VV4. Yeah,
This guy's making up his own thing, bro.
VVD4.
Nah, bro.
You're a goof, bro.
Now you're doing too much.
All right, Lamine.
I mean, bro.
Okay, but you guys bring up another very interesting topic to me, and because you're talking about changing like the rules of the game, giving people names they don't deserve, and I want to ask a question. Let's say you're the commissioner of soccer,
Of what?
like you're
Football?
granted
I don't know what that
commissioner
is,
of
bro.
soccer right now.
I don't speak this.
What's
soccer.
one rule you would change to football? I have mine,
Cool.
and I actually don't understand why this isn't a rule. And this is very active in another one of my favorite sports, hoops. The player that draws a penalty should have to take it. They should have to. I don't get why they don't. You get fouled, you take the penalty. Like, does anyone oppose this?
I actually like
Nah, I like that.
it. Would pretty much stop stat padding too.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Because I think no one probably is going to be looking at Harry Kane as an elite striker if that rule ever gets
Nah,
implemented.
come
man.
on, bro. Come
Dude,
on,
his goals
bro.
get cut in half.
Nah,
His
chill.
goals get cut in half.
Chill, bro.
They do?
You say the same about CR.
Nah.
Yeah, he scored.
Low
Bro,
key,
his
bro.
name is Penaldo.
Low key.
He's called Penaldo to some.
They don't call him Pain, bro.
But that's because like it also sounds kind of weird. But dude, he's a pen merchant. Like everybody knows Harry Kane's a penalty merchant, bro. For England, for Bayern, for Spurs. I think for Spurs maybe he had a little bit more
No, he had bare pens.
pull, but he had a lot of pens too. Dude, for England, for Bayern, he just slots home pens. I think he's one player that would be negatively affected by that rule.
What about David?
Joe David?
Yeah.
Joe David too, low key. His Champions League goals would be like none.
No, you would have one.
He might have like the one goal, but no, like obviously, like who knows? Because maybe Joe David's winning some of these fouls, maybe Harry Kane's winning some of these fouls as well. But I do agree. I think that would be a good rule. I do agree. That's a good rule.
I got mine.
I agree. I like that rule. That's a really good one. And I mean, like at the end of the day, forwards will be taking it anyways. It's like a defender's in the box getting a foul.
Well, not necessarily.
Most of the time, it's gonna be a forward,
Say
a winger,
corner,
or
though, I think a lot of penalties come from corners too, like some rough housing in the box, or maybe like a header into a hand from like a corner,
Or
or
pull of the
something like
jersey.
that. Pull of the jersey. Like I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for defenders to be there too. But I feel like defenders are also pretty good penalty takers.
yeah,
For the most part
Ramos.
too. A lot of them are, but they
Sergio
just don't really
Ramos.
get the opportunity to show it.
I
But
feel
no,
like-
dude, I honestly I really like that rule. I don't even think I have an additional one because I like that one so
Yeah,
much.
I really like that one. And then you also won't see any of those players fighting like we saw with Palmer and was it Palmer?
Yeah,
Palmer,
Madueke.
Madueke, and Nicholas Jackson
Mm.
when they're fighting.
Or we saw with Defoe and what was his name? again?
Gilberto?
Yeah,
That was a
Gilberto.
free
That was a
kick,
free
though.
kick.
FK.
That was a free
Do you
kick.
think the same rule should then apply for free kicks? as
Yeah.
well?
Hondo.
If you're doing it to
Ooh.
pens, do you also have to do it to free
Hondo.
kicks?
That's
my
hard
question.
Then you gotta do
because
then you gotta do the corners, everything. I
Nah.
think,
corner. How is the
How-
corner?
how does-
Corner
how does it
comes
work?
off of someone.
Corner,
Yeah,
corner
but-
comes off the other team.
yeah, but you're taking the shot. The person that
Nah.
that
No, but it
has
comes
won
off of
No,
someone. The
No, free kicks. You're going too much now. I think free kicks gotta stay.
Nah, I don't mind the free kicks.
no, free kicks, bro. Free kicks.
You're never gonna see
Bro,
anyone score
pro
a free
clubs
kick.
rules, bro.
But free kicks is like a set piece, and like you want to put your best player that can has the best cross on it. Like
So same thing with pens. though. Wouldn't you want your best penalty
I
taker
know,
to be
but
taking the
I
penalty?
feel like at that point it's just a shot. It's the shot on target.
But I feel like if you change
A
one,
cross is a cross.
if
bro.
you change one, you have to change the other.
No, you don't.
No,
do.
you don't.
I think you do.
No,
I think you do.
Nope.
Yeah, I think you do.
I don't think so.
You literally don't.
If you're going off of like the basis of like similar to the NBA where every foul turns into the shot,
We're not
Right.
not doing that.
I feel like if you change one, you have to change the
They
other.
don't.
Yeah, because if you make the rule that if like you win the penalty, then you take it, people are gonna complain. Okay, how come we don't do that with free kicks?
Yeah,
Who's gonna complain?
people,
Players.
players. Yeah.
No, but
Fans.
one's a direct shot and one is just a set piece.
They're both direct shots.
No, one's a direct shot to the net.
Okay, wait.
One's direct
Tuck
free
it
kick.
out.
Wait. So what if like a foul's won in like your own half?
Yeah.
Like your striker has to come all the way back to.
No, why would your
It's
striker
like-
have to
Because
come
he
all
got the
way back?
foul. Let's say that you guys are defending a corner. He gets fouled.
Yeah.
He's got to
Yeah.
take that.
Well, he's already there. He's already
What?
there.
But he should be up top trying to win the
But if
ball
but
in the air.
I'm saying theoretically in that situation,
No.
I don't know. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I'm saying in that situation,
No, it's just dumb.
if he's
You're-
being
you're-
fouled,
You're adding
he's
too much.
already
You're
there.
speaking
You're
dumb.
adding
You're
too
speaking
much.
dumb.
Yeah,
I would probably say like if I had to choose the way the rule would be written, any foul that's in the attacking half.
Oh, now it's only attacking half. But I thought if you change one thing, you got to change the other thing.
What are you
Oh,
talking
no,
about?
no. Now what am I talking about?
No, I'm
You
just
know
saying-
exactly what I'm talking about.
Did you not just hear what I said? I'm saying
I know what you said, but why can't you do that exact same rule that you're doing, but just make it the 18-yard box?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm saying if I had to put the rule in my way, the way I
Guy
want
loves
it to
saying,
be
"Oh,
made,
What are you talking about?
because you're not listening to what I said.
I know what you're saying. But
Listen to him.
you're not listening to what. Why are you adding rules? You're adding more rules. This is one rule.
because that Jay's question was if you could make the rule, what would it be? So I'm saying I literally just said if I could make the rule, I would put it so that way any foul that's won in the attacking half has to be taken by whomever won the foul.
Why would you do that though?
That's just how I want
That's
to make
the
the rule.
dumbest thing.
That's how I want to make the rule.
So instead of like just penalties, that's the rule he's implying.
Yeah, like if you have a free kick, like
Anything.
if you have a free kick right on the line of the box, whoever won that free kick has to take the free kick.
All right, so decline that rule. We're gonna accept
Right.
Jay's rule. We're gonna decline.
Yeah, wait.
James.
Who puts their hand up for? Who says aye for Jay's rule?
Well, this isn't a
Jays?
competition.
Yeah. If it was actually real, would you
Aye.
accept
I
that?
think everyone wants that.
Yeah.
So everyone who put their
think
hand up
so
if
too.
you like James' rule.
Yeah. Me and
Yeah,
man no
so
ball,
so.
baby. Me and man
No.
no ball.
I don't
Monty,
like-
what
I
rule
don't
did
like
you
this.
have? You had a rule.
So my rule, that would change football. I know we see this with other sports as well, but I want to see the referees explain their outcomes. So more so penalties and red cards
MLS
specifically.
does, I think. MLS has been doing that.
I want to see
They gotta
I want to see
explain.
more leagues
No,
doing it.
you want to see that
I want to
exactly.
see proper leagues doing it.
Yeah.
top 5.
Like I feel like start with like the Champions League, like get it ingrained in the Champions League first, like roll it out, test it out, see how it does. But I do think like that'll be good. Like it basically them explaining their calls when they have the chance. I know it's not gonna be able to happen all the time because I think like the biggest difference is like there's so many more fouls in a game, like in footy than there is like I say in NFL. Right? Like NFL, every single foul that happens, they stop the play to explain like what the foul is. I feel like in footy there's just way too many.
So serious offenses only, red cards, penalties, even
VAR checks,
potential free kicks as well.
VAR
too.
checks as
Yeah.
well, or anything like
Yeah.
that. It really, they just turn on the mic. And say, this is this penalty.
Less match fixing that way, I think. I know a lot of people complain about the referees in England. Maybe if they had this rule implemented, it'd be different.
Even be offsides too. Like
Yeah.
if there's like a close offside that he goes to check or something. An offside that leads to a goal, maybe. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of liked your rule. I don't really have another one, but if I don't know, this is gonna be shit maybe. Sin bin, I guess. You integrate a sin bin.
Nah, it's terrible.
It's terrible. I know it's terrible. I don't got one.
Same-
Be confident.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You know what, man? Like the thing is, I feel like we all love the game so much that there's not a lot that we'd want to change.
Yeah, I don't.
What-
You know what I mean?
What about offside rule?
No,
I don't hate the offside.
You don't want to change it at all?
no, it's fine. What's wrong with it?
Is it? So being like pinky tail,
If you're offside, you're offside.
okay,
Yeah, because then it's like, then where's the line? You know?
full body, no?
Nah.
If anything, you take out the arms. Like that's the only.
Arms
The arms
don't
are
count.
taken out.
Yeah, arms are taken.
There you go. So that's already taken out.
You can't score with your arms.
Shoulders.
Yeah, I think it's only whatever you can score with, right?
Yeah, whatever you can score with.
Counts as offside.
So there you go. That's all I would take out. So I don't know. I don't got a rule then.
A rule I got, it's not really on the field. I think you guys were saying it before or talking about it. Post game ref talk, like a matchup, like if they get interviewed. What were your thoughts of the game? There were some speculations of this call was not a proper call. You saw the fans and the manager getting mad. What was your thought about that? Why did you choose this call type of thing? I don't know if it'll be good for them, but it'll be good for the sport because at the end of the day, if you're the ref making that call, defend yourself. Defend yourself. I thought this, and then later on, people can see what you thought. Maybe they changed their mind, or maybe they really think that's the dumb thing to do. But right now, there's nothing. There's no he makes the call and then there's nothing. We never hear about it. We never hear about what his thoughts were.
So
what
if like
things was.
your team's like goalkeeping coach gets a yellow card, you want the ref to explain what was said?
No, not that. Like after the game, as they interview players, they interview a ref, the main ref.
Yeah, that's a question.
Yeah, that could be a question. If anything, if that's the biggest hot topic of the whole game, that goalkeeper coach got a yellow. I don't know why that would be the biggest topic of the game, but sure, I'm sure there's gonna be other fouls in the game that are gonna be more hot. Like why was this called a penalty? Why did you call that penalty? What was this? What was that? I think so. That'd be cool.
Are we talking about? Okay. Go.
100%. Why are refs exempt from post game press conferences? I don't get it. Why are they exempt? Why, they could have a disastrous game. They could have a great game. Why are they getting off scot-free straight to their locker room? Why don't they have to say anything to the press?
Most protected people on that pitch, bro.
Because-
they could do anything, bro. They could get away with murder, and they're still working the next day.
Sometimes they get like suspended.
Once in a
When? Sometimes
they do. Sometimes
When?
But like, let's say they make a mistake in the final. You're gonna make them do a press conference. of them-
Yeah.
100%. You know what? You
can't
did
do-
this.
you
You
can't do
took
that.
this call. You fucking own up to it. You took this call. You made this call.
Wait,
Own up to
you know
it.
what-
Look what gaffers have to deal with in post game pressers.
Yeah, look what
Yeah.
players have to
Well,
deal
why
with.
doesn't the ref have to deal with anything?
Because they're the coach of that team. The ref is just
Controlling
reffing
the game.
one game. That one.
You're
game
coaching one game.
Yeah, you have a
No,
post game press conference about the
He
game.
has a chance of losing his job if
So does a gaffer.
no, but it's higher stakes for a ref because you get that one game wrong, you're out.
Not really.
We know when has that
Yes,
happened,
it
bro.
is.
Well,
I'm
I mean,
talking
well,
about
good.
if
happened.
Good. I don't want to
talking
shit.
about
wait,
I'm
wait.
talking about with the press conference.
Okay, good. Then don't mess up your press conference.
Exactly. Or don't make stupid calls.
These guys aren't.
It
media
would
trained.
force them to
Yeah.
make better
Oh
calls.
my god!
They're not media trained.
But the press conference holds them accountable. Refs need accountability.
There's
Okay.
no pressure when you're
So
a ref, bro.
let's get owners of clubs accountability. They got to do press conference of why they sign these players, why they do this. Then you're getting press
Don't they-
conference.
They don't
Don't
sign
they
the
do that?
They
players.
sometimes do.
No, we're
Todd,
asking-
Todd Bowley's always in the press.
We're not talking about Todd Bowley.
But like, dude, how
We're
many
asking for
how
too
many
much.
refs you gonna interview though? The whole VAR room? Like,
No, the
No,
main
the
ref.
main
The
ref.
main ref after the
ref.
game
Why just
has to
him?
make call because he's at the end of the day he's the one. He's the one that makes the final decision.
what-
Why is one of the VAR refs? No,
What do you mean?
The main
but
ref.
VAR are the ones that are sometimes in his ear.
Okay, but
saying,
who's the main ref?
"Go check,
Who's the
go
main
check,
ref?
go
Okay,
check."
and he goes and checks.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
a lot
him.
of times it's them putting it.
Nah, you're just starting. You're just waffling now.
No,
You're
no.
just
If you
waffling.
think about it, a lot of times it's VAR that can potentially put doubt in the referee's head about his decision that he
So
made.
he talks about it in the post game
Yeah,
presser.
exactly.
But then
Yeah,
why
but he's
don't
gonna put
why-
the other guy down.
Yeah, but what are they gonna say? Oh,
Coaches put their players down.
Yeah.
What are they gonna say? Oh, the VAR guy told me
Nah.
the VAR guy told me it was a penalty, so I called it a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
So then why aren't we interviewing the VAR guy?
Yo, you guys are the part of the problem.
Nah,
You guys are giving refs too much leeway.
No, I'm
You guys-
I'm agreeing with the refs having to say during the game, not after the game. Press conferences are.
What are
not-
they gonna
Why?
say during the game?
What do you mean? He's
my
gonna-
mistake? Like how I
No,
made a mistake?
He's saying
My bad,
what-
guys.
Yeah, my bad. No.
Okay, so
fault.
if,
You guys are part of the problem.
okay, if it's my bad, then I say no to Matt's thing, because then if he's just going, oh, my bad on the mic, like he's not saying that. He's saying what the foul is.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm
in
saying.
that way, what's he gonna say in the press conference after he said what?
He goes on to the topic more often, more in depth.
He's telling his reasoning.
okay,
I
okay.
think it's a, I think
Oh,
it's,
he's
a, wa-
gonna-
I think
he's
it's
gonna-
a waste of time doing
No,
both.
it's not.
Okay,
Yes.
referee Spadafora, after the VAR checked and it was a clear red card, but you didn't even give a yellow. Tell me why.
I don't get what we're
During
doing
the
here.
game. Tell me
No,
why.
But you're explaining it during the game. Like I think it makes sense to explain it during the game. I don't think
You're not
it makes-
explaining anything during the game. You're just saying what you called.
Yeah.
It's a yellow card for this penalty. That's not explaining it. You're just
you
saying
are.
what it is. At the end of the game,
Yeah.
hey ref, we know you called the penalty, gave you a yellow card. What was your thought? What was the internet
No, they're not
reaction?
gonna say red card penalty. They're gonna say red card due to this.
Okay, it's the same thing.
That's explaining what.
That's
what the
not
penalty-
explaining
Oh my
anything.
God.
That's fucking saying
No.
I did this. That's it.
No, if
go
he's-
in depth. Why did you do that?
If he
Why?
if he
just-
says
no, he
if he
didn't.
says
No,
it's
he
a red
didn't.
it's a red card due to the fact that the player did not get the ball, they only got the man.
Yes.
Then that's explaining it.
That's
Okay,
explaining.
what if the
What
rule?
more is he gonna
What if
say?
the rule I said is not implemented, and the rule is only referees have post
yeah.
game press?
First of all, that's not even a rule. First of all,
Yeah.
I'm saying
I don't think it
that's
makes
gonna come
sense.
in before the press conferences. Yes.
No, wait.
What do you mean no?
I
I'm
couldn't.
not
I couldn't disagree with you guys more. Like, what are cons of having a ref post game press conference?
It's a waste of time.
It is.
What do you mean
Well,
waste
waste
of
of
time?
time.
Whose time are we wasting?
Where are the,
It's a waste of
where are
time.
they going after?
Dude, it's
do
a
another?
waste- dude,
are they going to ref a game right after the game?
Dude, it's a
They're going
waste-
home.
it's
They're
a
going to a
wa-
prestigious hotel.
Yeah.
After the tomfoolery that they just had.
Dude, it's a waste of
They're
time.
gonna go
Wait, waste of time for who?
It's a waste
Whose
of
time's being
Dude,
wasted?
it's a waste of time for the people that have to be there to record this whole media
I don't
thing.
think I've
It's
ever.
a minute long.
It's a waste of time for the people that have to watch it. It's a waste of time for the ref. It's a waste of resources.
Nah,
it's a
he's
waste
starting-
of
he's
money.
just starting something.
Because if you think about it, what is that really going to change?
This guy said waste
If-
of resources.
it's-
isn't
dude,
gonna
it
change.
is. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of
The
resources.
cameras
it's
are
a,
there.
It's a waste
They're,
of time.
they're not setting anything up for special for them.
No, but answer that. What's it gonna change?
Dude, let the cameraman go home early. Why are you going to waste
Bro,
the
those
cameraman's
cameramen
time?
stay until the freaking lights go off. What do you
So,
mean?
Dude,
You're making it seem like 2 seconds, a minute
let them
of.
let them get a head start on going home.
this guy-
because
this guy
it
saying,
literally
like-
makes no sense to interview a ref after a game because nothing's going to change. The call he made has already been made. Asking him why he made that call after the game is going to do nothing.
Wait, okay.
Okay, so then what's the whole point of getting?
That's the exact same of asking a coach after the
Exactly.
game.
That's the dumbest thing I've
What
heard in
went
my
wrong?
life.
You can't change anything.
but you can change what's happening moving forward because the coach has
And
control.
the ref could be held accountable for what he's doing wrong moving forward.
but that's not gonna have anything
That's an
to do
honest
with
mistake, though.
But no, dude, what the ref does in a game Barcelona versus Madrid has nothing to do with what he does in the next game that he refs. The situations are going to be completely different.
What if he makes the same mistake?
It's not, dude. The chances of that happening are so slim. You're
say the same about a
you're
gaffer.
You're asking the gaffer why he chose to do this in the game. Because the gaffer has control over what's going to happen for the rest of the season, about what players he's choosing in the next game, how he's going to line up the team, what formation he's going to play, how he's going to set up the team, like what their playing style is. There's so much more that goes into it, and people actually care what he has to say.
People care what refs would have to say.
To be quite frank, the only time people are going to care what refs have to say is if they're bitter that their team lost due to a call. And it's just going to give people more shit to get mad about, but it's a waste of time.
So
guess
Barca win every game of the season. You're not watching that ref.
It's a waste of time, dude. No one gives a shit.
Hey,
about the
I mean,
refs.
at the end of the
No,
day,
you're
it's
not. Don't say that.
extra content that some people like to see.
Who wants to see that?
Some
bro?
people like to see that.
no one that
some people like
no
to
one
watch.
wants to see
How
Some
many
people
refs
like to
say,
watch
bro.
the pre-press.
Wait,
Some
wait,
say post-press.
No.
People like to watch the stuff. What are you
There is a ref
talking about?
there is a ref that explains stuff on a
Yes,
halftime show.
and exactly.
How many times have you watched that guy? What's his name?
I've seen him before.
his name?
And there's also a guy on TikTok
What's his name?
There's a guy on
No,
TikTok.
not that
Wait,
ref. That's a fake ass ref. That's a fake ref.
Okay, exactly.
Tell
I'd
me
rather
the
have
guy-
a real ref
Tell me
explain
the
that
guy
then.
on the EPL halftime show. What's his name?
I don't know if he's an old guy.
Exactly.
He's the bald guy. I know, I know what
No,
I'm talking about.
You don't know his name.
But you're talking about
he's
that. I'm
not
talking about
bald.
this TikTok guy. You're saying he's a fake ref, and I'm watching this guy explain to me with this call. Why can't I hear from the actual ref then?
He's not an EPL ref.
Okay, but why can't I
He's
hear?
not a top 5 league ref. He's not a professional ref.
What did I just say? I said I know that.
Okay, so what is his? What does he have to say?
Jay, are these
He's a,
guys retarded?
he's a fake ref.
I'm saying that's why I would rather hear it from a real ref than from this guy.
But what's the ref gonna say?
Explain exactly what the guy on TikTok is saying.
Why do you care? Why do you care what the
Because
ref's
I want to
saying?
know. Why do I
Full
care what the
transparency.
What do I care what the coach has to say?
Transparency
Why do I care what the players have to say? Because I want to know. What do
Because
you
you're a
mean?
fan of that team.
Okay, maybe I won't care every game, but I think it's good to give refs some accountability for their actions.
Sure, okay, sure. It's good for them to have accountability, but no one's gonna care.
But
No one's
also-
gonna watch it. It's a
but
waste of time.
Can you also agree that refs have zero accountability?
I think refs do. I
100%,
think
bro.
refs do have accountability. They just don't have it like public. It's not public accountability.
It should be.
Like they're not getting blasted, and I also think that them getting blasted publicly about decisions that they make and getting criticized and asked questions about the decisions that they make in games, I think is actually going to be worse for refereeing, because now they're going to be thinking about making calls based on what they're going to be asked after the game.
Good. Be scared.
No, it doesn't make any sense, because now you're actually now you're not calling the game for the rules of the game. Now you're going to either call you're going to call
What were you doing the whole time then?
Yeah, this could lead to more
What does that
mistakes.
mean?
Dude, it's going to lead to even more mistakes. Because, dude, now you're not going to make a call because you're worried about what the person's going to ask you after the game.
So make the
wait,
right call.
wait. You know how stupid that you just sounded there?
No.
I'm not gonna make the call because
Yeah.
someone's gonna tell me about the call I would have made.
Exactly.
But now when I go back in the press, they're gonna tell me how I didn't make that call.
No, because now they're
No.
overthinking.
So it's a circle.
No, they're
No.
overthinking.
Exactly. Now
Good.
they're overthinking.
Good.
the
Let them
call.
overthink.
You don't want them to be nonchalant, bro.
When Pep Guardiola overthinks, does his team perform well?
You're comparing coaching to gaffing.
Oh. Wait, what?
You're comparing you're comparing gaffing to reffing.
Well, this is not what you guys were doing
That's
the
what
whole
you
time?
guys are just trying to do.
Oh,
Okay.
so that was different?
What's your point?
Oh.
Dude,
No, you didn't say a point.
I said did.
What's your point?
The
I
biggest
said did.
the biggest difference is that the refs having to think and overthink about calls and this and that is literally just going to waste so much time, because
Why
now,
would they be overthinking?
Because now you're affecting the game even more, because now the ref's going to be taking 5 minutes to make every single call, to make sure it's the perfect call, to explain himself.
They would.
Bro, it takes
doesn't-
5 minutes for them to
You would
check VAR
expect
anyway.
them
Doesn't
to
make any
make the
sense.
perfect
Doesn't make any
call.
sense. Doesn't make any
You would
sense.
expect them to make the perfect call. What do you mean? You have to think another 10 seconds, 5 minutes.
You do.
to
It's a
think
wa-
of
it's a waste of
You would
time.
have to make the perfect call in the beginning. I don't go into a job, for example, I'm not going to Subway to make a sandwich and then know that there's a camera on me that I'm going to make the sandwich
So-
even better. I should be making it better.
You don't think this
I should
in
be making
turn
it
would
100% in the first
create
place?
better training programs for referees to adhere to?
No, dude. At the end of the day, the referee is going to call the game according to the rules. The rules don't change from ref to ref. There
I
are
don't know
certain, there are
about that,
certain
bro.
Yeah.
games where referees are more lenient in terms of physicality and calls they make. Then there are some games where they're strict and they call everything a foul.
So guess
and
what?
I think that's okay, because I think some games have that little bit more, animosity. They have that more physical factor where you don't need to call every single foul a foul.
Okay, so
you let the boys play.
yeah, wait. So what you're telling me is a ref's getting emotionally involved instead of doing his job.
He's not getting emotionally involved.
Yeah, you said game to game.
He reads
Some
the
games
room.
are a little more
Yeah,
like intense.
That's true. He reads the room.
No, follow the rules of the game, and if you
so
don't,
dude,
be held accountable.
To be honest, I think if every referee followed the rules of the game and called every foul a foul, you'd be complaining about why the ref's calling so many fouls. I guarantee 100% we'd be coming back here in a month and saying, oh, these refs call every single thing a foul. He breathed on this player and he called it a foul. Dude, you can't call it by just the rules. You have to read the game.
No, I don't. I kind of disagree with what Jay said there. Like you said, some refs are different. They like to let the game run.
Yeah.
Some are more lenient. But then tell me that. Tell me that. Tell me after the game.
Yeah,
Tell me that after the
why
game.
does it tell you that?
Why
Though?
does it tell you
Right, because I want
You
to.
can see in the game.
I want to
that the
hear it from the
referee's
guy
not
that's calling it.
So he's gonna come after the game. Yeah. So
Yeah, I wanted the game to go on. I thought this game was very.
I didn't call everything as a foul because I wanted the game to go on. And then he leaves.
Yeah, like well,
Yeah, let me hear it.
That's
I want to hear from the person's
That's a
lips.
waste of time. That's a waste of time.
No, I
not a
think
waste of time.
it'd also be great for entertainment. Like, imagine if the ref from Barca Chelsea 09 had a post game presser.
Dude, he'd be getting absolutely reamed, and he'd probably never want to ref
As
again.
he
Okay,
should.
good.
As he
But
should.
the only reason why you care about that
'Cause you
is because
lost.
your team was involved and your team lost.
Okay.
If it wasn't your
Okay.
team, do you care about what happened for Dortmund versus Bayern with Felix Zweier?
No,
You don't even know what happened.
no.
So exactly. So people
Okay.
don't care unless their team is involved.
My team's not involved. Madrid Bayern all those years. Imagine the refs had the
But do you care about that?
it's Champions League.
You don't really care though.
would you have
Yeah.
watched
Like
the
you're not
presser?
really invested.
Yeah.
Like would you go
Yeah,
out of
because
your way to watch the press conference?
because
afterwards?
those are the most
Low-key.
those are some of the most notorious bad refereeing decisions of all time. I want to hear the rationale.
Yeah.
But do you think that's only because it's like
It's bad.
it's
It was bad. Yeah.
And are you only going to watch that because it's a big game?
No, I'm gonna watch it because a bad call happened.
So what if a bad call happened in a 16th for 17th place La Liga?
Okay,
team?
now you're just talking nonsense.
No, I'm
now,
asking
though.
you a question.
No, because those things wouldn't be in those levels.
Do you
You
care,
want it
though?
at the top of the top level.
Okay, so
Champions
do you
League,
care?
the Premier League, the top 5 leagues. What are those leagues? Those leagues are the ones.
He just
that
said
are
16
having.
versus 17 La Liga.
Do you care?
He said what?
16th for 17th La Liga. Do you care?
Oh, this said like La Liga, ligas.
No,
Sorry.
I'm saying
yes.
16th
If it's
for
the first
17th
league,
place.
then yes, 100% I care.
So you're gonna go watch the press conference about what happened for Getafe
if
versus
something
Celtic, you go red
happens,
card.
if something happens, something crucial that happens that I see on Twitter, let me go see what the ref said. Maybe I have something. Maybe I want to hear what he says.
So
You're not-
Maybe I
no,
don't, but at least it's there. At least it's there.
It's there for who?
I'm not there listening to press conferences or pre-conferences from the coaches and players, but at least it's there for the people that want to see it.
It's there for the clubs too.
It's there for the people that want to see
Like,
it.
2022 World
I
Cup
hear that. I
final.
understand that.
I would love to hear why that ref called a penalty on Dembele. It didn't look like a penalty to me. I'm sure the world would have loved to see his thinking there.
So what if he says I called it a penalty because he fouled him?
I got his rationale.
Yeah.
But that's that's his rationale because he called the foul.
Well, I don't know for sure.
Why else would he be
no,
calling it then?
no,
Is that
because
a
maybe
foul?
he'd be like, "Oh, the VAR guys were in my ear. You know, it was hostile.
So-
I went to go check it. He clipped him exactly on his right thigh. You know, the contact was not simulated. Yeah, a full rationale.
So do you not think that would make more sense to have in the moment? He goes to check VAR. He turns around. Upon further review,
Nah.
we noticed that number 15 clipped him on the back of the left leg without making contact to the ball. Therefore, we have a penalty shot.
Nah,
I
nah.
think that makes more
Yes.
sense to have
Nah.
in the moment
Same.
because then you have clarity in the moment. There's no, wondering what's happening, why he called it, why he didn't call it. The players aren't left wondering whether it was a good call or not. Everyone gets clarity in the moment, and you don't need to worry about anything after the time. I think that makes sense to happen in the moment for big time calls. I don't think it makes sense to grill the referee after the game because it's not going to change anything.
It's not going to change anything in the moment.
But in the moment, at least you're getting clarity as to why it happened.
Yeah, but
if you're a player, wouldn't you rather not have
I'm not a
clarity
player.
for the rest of the game?
I'm a viewer.
No, but I'm saying if you're a player,
I'm not a player.
But think about it. If you're a
I'm
player,
not a player.
if you're a player,
I'm
men's
not a
league,
player.
you're playing men's league.
The men's league, I don't want referee press
Dude,
conferences.
you're playing
No.
men's league. Sean
No.
Morgan goes to VAR, right? He checks, he goes in.
Oh, I mean, at the
And
end of
you
the
get
day,
fouled.
I don't think any of the players would care because at that point the game's done. That stuff is for the fans.
No, the players, dude. The players,
stuff
I
is
think
for the
would care
fans.
more because at the end of the
How?
day, if you're
The call is a call.
if you're in the game, if you're the defender or you're the team that's getting the foul called against you, would you rather
Yeah,
not
but
have
also the
clarity?
players
Doesn't
know.
matter.
The players talking to the ref on the pitch. We're not.
Yeah, but not all the time. Would
A
you
lot
rather
of
not?
the
Would you
time.
not? Would you rather not have clarity in the moment about
The
what's
players
happening?
get that.
Not always.
The ref
I'm
is telling
pretty
them
sure
a lot of the
yeah.
time.
As a fan of your team, you wouldn't want to have clarity in the moment.
No,
So
because
tell me after the game.
No, from a pure entertainment standpoint, the drama is there in the moment, and then afterwards, I'm like, "What's going on?"
So you just want the drama. You don't actually care
it's
about
part of the
result.
entertainment.
Okay, so that makes sense. You just want the drama. You don't actually care about the
Well,
result.
no, at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that after the game, they go online, they see all the post-match stuff.
Yeah.
Commentators, the pundits, they talk about all this stuff. They talk
Yeah.
about what the manager says, what their players are saying. Why can't there be an extra segment where what the ref says after the game? What his thoughts were?
I'm saying if
I don't
the-
think it hurts the game.
If the referee explains his call in the moment, then there's no need for all this hearsay.
Yeah.
Why can't we have someone like I don't know, is it CBS, Henri, or something like that, talking to the ref after the game?
What the heck's he gonna ask?
Why can't if they're
First
gonna
of
ask
all-
something, they
first
can
of
ask
all-
something.
First of all, I don't think Henri cares to interview the ref.
Hey, I'm sure there's points of the where it would be a huge thing.
If he makes a terrible call.
Exactly.
It's gonna be one question every single time. What happens if this guy has a great game?
How do you know that?
What happens if?
How
this
do you
guy-
know that?
What happens
That's not.
if he
You
has a
haven't
good
seen
game?
it. How do you know that?
What happens if he has a
How
good
do you
game?
know that?
Oh my god! Just answer that damn question.
How do you know that's going to be the question after every game?
but-
Every game is different.
No, so
you're
if-
making it seem like every game's the same. Every game is different.
If the ref calls a perfect game, what's the question?
Okay, you had at that point you don't have to ask him the question.
So
or
it
if you
just
do,
gets
or
cut.
you don't.
It just gets cut.
It just gets
I mean,
cut.
they don't ask the player. They don't ask players and managers every game after the game.
They have
That
a
makes no
player
sense to me.
after every game.
So the ref is
Yes.
only going to get interviewed if he has a bad game.
Oh, and he has good games too. You could ask him some questions.
What are you going to ask him?
I'm not the pundit. I'm not these guys. I'm a fan.
No,
they
but
should be.
But
They
you're the
should be
one who's
seeing that.
pushing for this so
Yeah,
aggressively.
this is terrible.
Yes, because I like to hear what the ref says after the
But
game.
clearly you
That's the
don't, because I
problem.
asked you, what do you want to hear from the ref? And you
His
don't
thoughts.
have anything
His
to
thoughts
say.
of the game. What do you mean?
Was he gonna say, "Oh, it was a great game"? Like you could ask the manager
Yes,
or the players
okay.
about
At least
that.
you told me. What do you mean?
That's terrible. Man.
You're saying one little topic. We're talking about other stuff about it too.
Yeah, but it's a point.
Okay, and our points are points too.
Yeah. But
So what? What's wrong with those
answering-
points?
Well, you're not answering our points.
I
We're
just
answering-
answered it.
We're answering your points with a solution, with
What's the
in-game
solution? No.
solution. Yes.
That's not a solution.
Your solution is just, cut it.
Like-
Oh yeah, we're just gonna cut it. Yeah.
For me, at the end of the day, I just don't respect your guys' opinions. I'm
That's
not
fair.
gonna
I
listen
honestly
to it.
don't
That's
respect
fair.
yours at all either. So
Those are bad opinions.
double chunk chocolate cookie. That's what he sounds like.
No,
Big
look,
Game
I
Show.
respect your guys' opinions. I don't care for your guys' rationale.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
And I think
Ditto,
at the end of the
ditto.
day, to be honest, in this point in time, we both just have bad opinions, right? I think that's the end of the day. This is not going to happen most likely. So
for the best.
I think it's for the best, right? We just let the game keep on gaming.
We let the people watching decide if it's a good rule or not. Let us know. But
We need a poll.
yeah,
Yeah, but like the full, like, if you just put a poll, they're not going to understand what the full argument was, because we're saying to put it in game, not
Yeah. So the poll would be hear from the referee in the game or hear from the referee
post
after
match.
the game.
Yeah.
That's the call.
I guess. Yeah. All right.
All right, I got a little heated, but Jay, what else you got?
I'm gonna slip in one more rule. You quickly. You guys don't want kick-ins? You guys are cool with
No,
throw-ins?
throw-ins.
Nah, I like throw-ins.
You guys are cool with throw-ins?
You shouldn't be able to get a corner kick from everywhere on the field.
Yeah.
Okay, but
No, because
look, this was a rule that Arsene Wenger, great football
I
mind,
remember this. Yes.
and his rationale behind it was, look, you get a throw-in because it goes out on the other team, right? So why are you at a disadvantage at a throw-in if it's your ball? Because you have a player that's out of bounds. You have less players on the field when you have a throw-in. So technically, you're at a disadvantage. So why?
Technically you are, but technically you're not, because your man is the one on the ball and the one aiming towards the player that he wants.
But you have less players on the pitch.
Yeah, but
But mathematically, that's a disadvantage.
Yes, but
Isn't it the
it's-
same with a kick-in?
Kicking,
It's
you have
the
Yeah,
same
but
thing.
kicking at least you could really launch that towards goal from anywhere.
yeah, but like with the throw-in, you're more accurate with your throw.
Then a kick.
Yes.
These aren't baseball players; they're football
Bro.
players.
How many times have you done a throw-in? You could get right to the person you want if they're within a certain amount.
Within exactly.
Yeah, obviously.
But you should be at an advantage when you get ball because it went out on the other team. You
So
should
get-
be at a pure disadvantage.
So then get a corner kick or a free kick.
I think that's too much of an advantage.
Yeah, it's
Okay, fair. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, at that point, are you gonna try to hit it off the opponent just to get that kick in?
Yeah.
It's a set piece. Like you can set those. It's a set piece, so you can set those up.
Yeah, that should
Get
never happen.
in the box.
Yeah.
We're gonna, and then at that point, it's just everyone in the box kissing crosses or no. It's like
Okay.
a corner throw in is fast. So, faked it, throw it in.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Guys, look, I could talk about rules all day, but I'm not going to because I just want to play the game. I want to play. Why are we talking about something? Let's go play.
Still,
You
it's
guys
a
don't
little
want to go
late.
play?
It's a little late,
I
bro.
think it's pretty dark outside.
But guys, with that said, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, 5-star. And to my audio listeners, I'm going to shout out a couple audio listeners actually because I know we have some consistent audio listeners. Shout out Caesar. Shout out Diogo. I know you guys are always listening on audio. So shout out audio listeners. Y'all are the goats for tuning in till the end. That's incredible. And guys, thanks.
You know who we are.
Ciao.
With the culture, man.
With the culture, man.
With that, we out.
Later, boys. Ciao,
Refs
ciao.
not in game.
All right, stop it.
Stop the cat. Stop the cat. Ciao.